But 7th December is coming.
It is.
Election time.
It is. And I won't be voting because Mikadayo.
And it's too late to do anything about it.
I'm not interested.
Wow, that's sad. That's sad because this election is going to be a game changer.
Yeah, other people should change the game. I don't want to be part of that.
I can't believe I'm trying to convince somebody when I
When
don't
you're
even
not
know
voting,
my card
actually.
is. But I'll search for my card. Who knows? I might make a decision.
I see.
But finally, I'm excited. The factory is here. Yeah, we are live.
Absolutely. Welcome to the factory where we put power back into your hands to tell the difference between the truth and otherwise.
It's election season and people will do anything to gain power. It includes tricking you. Yes, you watching.
And this is not restricted to politicians. The public is equally a perpetrator. Welcome to the factory. I am Tutu Adansu and I'm here with
Echo Boache. Well,
This vlog is brought to you by kind courtesy of Witness and powered by the EIB network.
fact checking, what exactly is it? Do you get fact checking being defined randomly just like that? Well, I hear it involves the systematic verification of media content, and this podcast is going to let you know all about it.
Absolutely. You know what comes to mind when people think of fact checking? They think about sophisticated technologies, but is that what it really is?
Hilarious, but it could be easier. Yes.
Do you remember this Professor Ajiman Bedua Kosa? He's a renowned pathologist and celebrated academic and once the Director General of the Ghana Health Service. He made a very wild claim. Tell me
Interesting.
about it.
He was in the news. He was talking about communal eating being one of the ways to spread hepatitis B.
Knowing Ghanaians, this certainly shocked Ghanaians because Ghanaian eating is usually communal. There are no formula to it. It's just communal. So for him to come out to say that was pretty shocking, don't you
But
think
you know,
so?
let's put this in a Ghanaian setting where you have your fufu and your palm nut soup and yemwadie and co. Then brothers and sisters all gather come in.
Don't forget the slapping, the licking fingers, and dipping back into the bowl with those fingers.
Saliva!
But we also love conversations during such meals, and that means that
More saliva!
certainly. Well, so you have something to say about that.
Yeah, saliva has been the professor's case. He says that it could transmit the spread from the patient, the hepatitis patient, to someone else.
Okay. Unfortunately for him, that statement didn't get him a lot of attention from the Hepatitis B Foundation in Ghana. He got a lot of fierce backlash from the populace.
Oh, they actually gave him a 7-day ultimatum to retract his statement, and they were threatening legal action over there.
But in all of this, who is right? Who is wrong?
Yeah, so that leads us to fact checking again. So did the professor go out of line? Did he toe directions where he wasn't supposed to? So as part of fact checking, we have experts verification. So we can just get somebody who is also in the field, who knows about this so well.
Absolutely.
And this time, I think a scientist will do.
Well, but fortunately, we have access to experts in that field.
Professor J.H.K. Boni is a member of the National Technical Coordinating Council on the Pandemic and Emerging Infectious Diseases at the Noguchi Memorial.
He is also a member of ECOWAS Regional Rapid Response Team on Pandemic and Emerging Infectious Diseases.
Who is best to answer questions based on this than a man who is actually working on this? So let's take a listen to him.
Absolutely.
If you look at just the face of it, it's difficult for a person to transfer the virus. I mean, somebody who is infected, eating fufu with somebody who is not infected. It's difficult. So here, in this case, where is the fluid passing from the person who is infected to the person who is not infected? Unless the person is having a broken skin, then maybe the fluid from the person who is infected is getting mixed up with the soup. The person who he or she is eating with is also having a broken skin. So the fluid that has mixed up with the soup is now coming into contact with the person who is eating with this infected person, also dipping his hands into the soup with the broken skin. So now there's that connection. But like I said earlier, all these things are rare cases. So the person will get exposed. There's we call it exposure. That means he will come into contact with the virus. But as to whether the virus will cause the infection is another thing. You can get exposed, but maybe depending on the amount of inoculum or the virus that you get exposed to, so that will either result in an infection or not. So the mere fact that you have even come into contact with fluid from somebody who is infected doesn't mean that you necessarily get the infection. It depends on so many other factors in there.
Wow, that was way to go.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, we wouldn't expect anybody to take this lightly. And it looks as though Professor Bedu's claim is not entirely true, because apparently, as
It's
advertisers
not
would say,
entirely false. It's not entirely
exactly.
okay. There is some truth to it.
But as advertisers would say, terms and conditions apply.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I love that part. I love that part. So terms and conditions, but so many things. But it's not 100%. It's ruled out. It won't happen. It can happen. But we don't expect people to take this hook, line, and sinker.
Absolutely.
So there's been research done about this, and yeah, both the European Medical Journal and the August 2014 edition of Infection Control and Hospital Epidemiology by the Society for Healthcare Epidemiology of America admits, although the risk is generally low, this is indeed possible.
Well, it is important to note that one study adds that saliva containing hepatitis B surface antigen and HBV DNA could facilitate transmission through household or close contact, such as through communal eating or shared utensils. So that's the twist over there.
But the studies are also telling us that the risk is way lower than in sexual and blood transmissions.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
It is not entirely absent, is it?
It's not entirely absent there, but we have an expert who is verifying it. As we said, we won't allow you to take everything hook, line, and sinker. So we've got you expert verification by an actual researcher, and also got you studies which have been done around that area.
Absolutely. That wasn't so difficult, was it?
It wasn't. And this is fact checking. Like, we just did fact checking.
Right on air.
Yeah. That was so easy.
Okay, but we are generous enough to leave you with the tip for today. So it is easy to get lost in the overwhelming flow of information, but you should know trusted news portals which give you credible news. An example, a big example, is starfm.com.gh. We are always credible with the information we churn out there for our audience.
Well, all too soon we've come to the end of this episode, and would like to interact more with you. My name is Ecole. Follow me on social media at EcoleXI.
And I am Tutu Adan. So on Twitter, it is at Tutu Adan. So and elsewhere, it is Vanessa. Ecole watch it. We are done.
Yeah, don't forget this show is powered by Witness and the EIB Network.
Certainly.
Catch you soon.
Absolutely.
This vlog is brought to you by kind courtesy of Witness and powered by the EIB Network.